Hey guys, welcome to Travel Hawaii, episode 4. I'm going to take you on a route around the east side of the island and show you some of the cool spots and awesome places to be. Got my coffee, the most important part of the morning, at Chadlu's, and now we're gonna head to the beach and watch the sunrise together. So if you guys are traveling to Hawaii, I would highly recommend coming over to East Side for the morning to see the sunrise. The East Side is typically more rural than Waikiki, and we tend to have a little bit more of a family vibe, a bit more chill. Definitely an older population, not as busy and crazy as Waikiki, but also because the sun rises on the east side. Depending what time of year, at the moment it's winter, so it's coming up at the southeasterly tip of Oahu, but generally it comes up over this side, on the east side, especially during summer. So you want to get up early, head over here, and come and see the locals enjoying the sunrise just at Kailua Beach, which is where we are now. It's pretty quiet in the morning, which is awesome, and it's pretty spectacular to watch as well. So I thought I'd bring you here first thing in the morning along with my coffee and give you the opportunity to see a morning on the east side of Hawaii. So if you're feeling fit, you can go for a walk to Lanikai, which is where we are now. And then if you're feeling extra fit, you can do the Lanikai Pillbox hike, which is just in front of me at the top of the mountain. It is quite a hike, but it's not too bad. But at the moment in Lanikai, you're definitely not allowed to park anywhere because like it's a residential area and people park here. It's like an hour-long traffic jam whenever you're like trying to drive through here. So they've stopped parking in Lanikai at the moment, but the houses are beautiful. It's just a shame that it's so busy here. We're gonna go this way down to the beach so you can have a look and check it out. This is where the sun is rising at the moment as well. It looks like this is gonna be a small beach at this spot, but there's lots of little beaches dotted along, so it's really beautiful. And the houses are gorgeous too. So if you're in the market for a multi-million-dollar home, you should check out Lanikai and see what you think. So as you enter into the gardens, you find this beautiful Instagrammable spot, but you're not allowed to stand on the road and take photos, especially for like Instagram and stuff, and including using a drone, because I mean there's cars on the road and it definitely causes a few, traffic jams and stuff, and it's not too long of a road, but it's definitely a bit windy. However, if you follow the road all the way to the end, there's a roadblock and a garden that you're able to park at where we're going now. And if you walk beyond that, there is a side road that you're able to go down, and you can take photos on that road because there's no vehicles on it except from the water supply board, which come at nighttime after hours, I believe. So if you do want to get that iconic shot, it's not going to be of the entrance, but there is one just at the end that you're able to find. And that is really like a beautiful photograph as well that you can have. While driving through here, be aware that there might be people walking around in here. The speed limit is 15 miles an hour, so it is a slow, nice drive around as well. And there's a lot of cars and, ranger trucks and stuff making sure everyone's adhering to the rules. So just be aware of that, but There's plenty of car parks that you're able to sit down, get out, enjoy, go for a little walk and then jump back in the car, or you can park outside and walk through the whole gardens, which will be open till 6 p.m. If you don't bring your car in. It does shut at 4 p.m. if you are taking your car with you. Now we have come on a rainy day today, but there's some people playing some instruments over here, so why not check that out?
But you need to get the speed, the tempo.
Alright guys, so that hike behind me takes you up to Makapu Lighthouse. It's a paved, easy hike that you can head up there and enjoy that. It's not too bad at all. I've done it once before. I don't feel like doing it again, but I definitely recommend it. But next to it is a parking spot called the Makapu Lookout, which gives you an awesome view over to Kailua and stuff where we just came from. So I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like from up here, and you can decide whether you want to stop off here and check it out or not. It's a pretty cool spot, so you may as well enjoy it while you're on your drive around. I forgot to tell you guys that this is where you can find the infamous tide pools. They are amazing to go and see. Just be a bit careful when you decide to go in them if you're here, because when the tide is high, they definitely splash over and they can drag you out to sea. So there's been a few incidents where people have been washed out. So just keep that in mind. Keep your eye on what the tide is doing and just make sure the waves aren't too crazy. It is definitely something that you would not want to experience, because the volcanic rocks are so sharp as well. I've walked over them without like shoes and stuff on, and like it's impossible. So you definitely don't want the waves to be dragging you against that. But they are really beautiful, definitely worth checking out as well. There's some on the hike to Makapu Lighthouse that you can like go down into and stuff, and there's some smaller ones just over at Waianae Beach as well. So yeah, pick which one you'd like to do, whether you decide for the higher activity one or you want to do the easier just drive up ones. But they're beautiful, worth checking out, and yeah, I would recommend giving those a go as well. So we're going to continue on our journey around the east tip of Oahu and see what's happening. And don't forget to subscribe and hit like, guys, because that really helps me build this channel, which is what I really would love to do. So yeah, if you're watching this, thank you, and don't forget to hit that button. So all along the drive there are these scenic points that you can stop off at, and they are beautiful. You get to enjoy the coast and see the waves if you're here in winter time. They're not as big in summer, but this is just one of the many little scenic spots that you can stop off at. It's really windy, so I'm crouched down behind a rock so that my audio doesn't get completely demolished. But yeah, it's so beautiful. It's nice just to take your time, meander along. This is the whole route going from Kailua. So you can come all the way back to Waikiki this way if you drive up through the mountains to get to Kailua. The scenery is extremely different. It's very dry and barren compared to the mountains that we have in Kailua and Kaneohe. So it's definitely, you get to see the differences of how quickly things in Hawaii change, because it's only like 20-minute drive away. But yeah, it's definitely worth stopping off, checking out, and I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. Stick around because we've got sunset coming up, and that is one you do not want to miss. So Sandy's Beach is a great spot if you're an amateur surfer and you want to test yourself on the waves a little bit more. The waves aren't quite as big as Kailua and everywhere over on the east side. They're a little bit bigger, but they're definitely not as big as North Shore. So don't forget to bring your board and come on down to Sandy's. Give it a go. There's always a lot of people here. There's ocean rescue crews and everything to make sure that you're safe, and it's a beautiful spot to just practice surfing and give it a go, especially when you're on your way to enjoy sunset at China Walls. So we have Coco Head Crater here, which is an old railway track that goes up the side of a crater of a volcano. And you can hike this. A lot of people do it, and I've heard that it's pretty intense. I haven't done it yet, but one day I'm gonna get up there and I'll make a video of me struggling up Coco Head Crater. But if you fancy doing something like that, a bit of a workout before you head over to China Walls for sunset and you can jump in and enjoy the pools and stuff, I would recommend giving that a go. It's definitely worth doing from what I hear. I think it only takes about an hour tops to go up and down, even though when I look at it, it looks like a lot more. So if you guys head to the southeast tip, you'll come across a place called China Walls. So we're just walking over to there now. So this place is really cool if you're really into cliff jumping. Normally there's a bunch of guys and girls jumping off of very high rocks into the water, and it's just super pretty. So if you like a good Instagram photo or just like good photos in general, I'd definitely recommend checking this spot out. It's down a little pathway that's in a beach state park, and yeah, let's go and see what's happening down here today and see if there's some people around and what they're up to. It's also an amazing place for sunset. The sunset's over this side, so it is gorgeous in the evening, as you will see tonight. So you can jump in the water like I was saying, and the waves are really big right now, as you guys just saw. But there is a few people in the water braving it. There's a big wave coming right now, check this out. Didn't look as big as in the camera, I'm sure. But yeah, at sunset, this place is really busy. There's definitely a community vibe and a bunch of people that are into jumping in. There's also the Spitting Caves, which is just around the corner. It's definitely a little bit more low-key, but the cliffs are a lot higher. So if you like a bit more adrenaline and thrill, you can jump in there, and there's definitely a lot more adrenaline to be sought there. But if you're not into that, you should definitely come here, hang out on the rocks and just watch the sunset, because it is beautiful and it's a great place for pictures and stuff as well. So yeah, highly recommend coming down to China Walls, guys. It is gorgeous. And the sunset's amazing, which you're gonna see in about 2 seconds.